Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D with you, just gone 5 o'clock on Monday evening after an absolutely hectic weekend. What a day yesterday, what a day for the Primrose and Blue. Great win altogether in Croke Park, and we done it in style with one of the best goals I've ever seen in Croke Park. Tired body yesterday morning after the walk on Saturday. The calves of my legs was aching. But we had to go to Croke Park, and I never thought I could jump so high. When Dermot Murta put in that left-footed dinger of a goal. There was a film years ago, My Left Foot, Christy Brown was the man in it, but Dermot Murta will be forever remembered. My left-footed goal in Croke Park in injury time to beat our neighbours. It was a wonderful occasion, and it's always great to win something in Croke Park. So three kind of teams headed east yesterday to Croke Park for looking for silverware. Only one came home with it. Our boys. The young lads were absolutely brilliant. Keane McKeown and Cahill Heenan were absolutely superb. The two Murtas, two Smiths, two Dailies, three sets of brothers. Cahill Heenan was brilliant. I met his mum and dad coming out of the two brothers, and James was wearing his postman's hat with a bit of a daffodil in it for the colours, and with a good chat. Cahill was playing great stuff altogether. He'd swing just fine. He was man of the match as well for UC in UIG when they won the Sigerson there recently. Playing with great passion, pride. That's what I was saying. I couldn't understand. There was a great bet at 15-8. I took a bit of it, but I didn't put enough. I meant to put more on yesterday, and in the hotel I had no service, and we were getting bothered by people and looking for what do you think and what do you think. So poor old Mayo to set a world record as well yesterday. To have a world record now for the most hip hoorays in GA history in Croke Park, and you only get hip hoorays for the losing team. So only joking, Mayo lads. Damien Kelly, don't be giving out to me. But it was a great day altogether. The bus was out early yesterday morning. Brother of mine was the first one on, Seamus, and Daniel and Megan. They were all dressed in primrose and blue. People might think it's yellow and blue, but it's we call it primrose and blue. I don't know if we're pasture or what, but that's our colours. Rhoda McPhillips hopped on the bus in Strokestown. He flashed a docket. Roscommon 15-8 and Kerry -2 points. So that bet came in from Ronan, and he was delighted. Last night, I think he stayed the night in Dublin drinking. Timmy Fitz hopped on the bus. He was home from New York for the weekend for the match. He was in good spirits. He was at a 21st the night before. He was saying his uncle Jimmy Nocton, the tallest Puerto Rican in the Bronx, even though he's from Knockcrockery, County Roscommon. He knows what I'm on about. He watches the channel, he tells me, and he works in the Riverdale Steakhouse, owned by Roscommon as well. Terry, we call him Terry Connerton, but the Yanks call him Terry Connaughton. You know, tomato kind of an effort. Great place to get a T-bone steak. It'll melt in your mouth. You wouldn't need the steak knife, I'll tell you there. So, but great busy day in Dublin yesterday, and a great good night. So, terrific weekend. So, roll on 3 weeks' time, we'll be playing Sligo, 3 weeks next Sunday, and the best luck to Galway Mayo. It won't be easy for them to regroup this week after losing in Croke Park, but the best luck to both of them and to all their followers. Anyway, some people might have heard me saying before about a Mexican trainer in the early 90s in Gulfstream Park in Florida. He was able to improve his claimed horses from 10,000 up to 16,000 and from 12 up to 20. And he had 15 runners in a row, 15 winners in a row that came out of the barn, which was an unheard of feat at the time. So he was investigated, and the authorities found out what he was doing. He was given a few pounds to one of the stall handlers to rub some deep heat on his gloves and to rub it just between the legs in around the balls of the horse before they come out of the stall. So when you start sweating, then you see the heat injected them sort of a bit faster. So I have a solution for no show to come out of the stalls faster. I think somebody should, I might do it myself, a little deep heat between the legs, because that's what he needs. Because boy, did he disappoint me yesterday that he couldn't get into the first four. Left his race again at the stalls. I thought maybe going back on the turf might have improved him, but No, that was the only downer for yesterday now, and it was a downer because I had a good few pound on. Good job Roscommon won. I'd be clean just to that. But I think we might leave him alone for a while now, and no doubt he'll crop up at some stage. So keep an eye on him and do what you want to do the next time. Maybe bringing him back to a mile might do, and but they have to get him out of the stalls. They have to educate him. Anyway, 2 for tomorrow. I normally don't go to the flat this time of the year, but I always back the 205 at Pontefract, that particular race every year. It's the Jamaican Flight Handicap. It's a real stairs, 2 miles, 2 furlongs. There's only 7 declared tomorrow. The hot favourite is Winford. It's a 9-year-old. But the angle I have on this race is that it raced over hurls the last time, and it's rated 104. And it's fairly comparable on the flat, 65. So that's like £40 of a difference, which is about right. But Cornerstone Lad is an 8-year-old in it, and his last run was over fences, rated 143. And he ran in the Champion Hurl in 2020, rated 159. Loves cutting the ground, loves heavy ground. So the more rain we could get, the better. I think it's soft in places. If we had soft, heavy in places, it'd be really good for us. But his last run on the flat, he was staying on 4th in soft ground, a mile 6 in Redcar last fall. He's rated 73, so like if he's 143 over fences and he was 150 odd over hurls, like he is handicapped to win a race on the flat. So the more rain we get, the better for him. I seen he was 4-1, so I just go win bet on him, a point win. And the other horse then, we're not looking for rain, we're looking for the opposite, we're looking for a drying out day. So the 3-runner race, the 2:15 at Southwell, or some people call it Southwell. The Skeltons have a horse there, Stephney Causeway, but this needs good ground, or it would even go on good to firm. It's 4 runs that won over hurls a couple of years ago, or last spring. It was 19 lengths, 21 lengths, 15 lengths of that, and they were all on good ground, or better than good. And its losses always have been with soft in the description, and if it's soft, don't back it. Its last run, it was made a howler of a mistake in handicap hurl at Cheltenham. But I've been waiting for this to go over fences, and it's a 2-mile race. And Harry might get out there in front, and don't force it, Harry. Don't give him a Harry all the way, and that he might get out in front. Now, there is a good favourite in it. I think he's 11-8, and Stephney Causeway is 2-1, second favourite. And then there's I think 9-4. The number 1 horse, he was second to Manila Drama, and he was second to another horse. But it's a decent horse. But I just think that the good ground is key to this horse, and he's a reliable jumper, but he needs good ground. So there's my 2 point win on each of them. And the very best of luck. Aintree is coming up. The Grand National Week, always an exciting week. So I've lots of study done. Well, no, not to do. I have nothing done yet. Well, we have any second now tipped up and backed. But anyway, the best of luck to everybody, and we'll try and do our best for Aintree and get a good card for the week. Mickey D, up the Rossies.